Hi guys, it's Ashley or Ashy Kitty. So this is a video I've been trying to film for a while. Before Christmas, I went to visit my grandparents and we were only there for like 48 hours. But I did manage to do a bunch of cleaning and organizing that I've been helping them out with. So I managed to bring back a whole haul of bits and bobs and goodies that I have found. Hopefully it's not weird like seeing my headless body like this, but I've tried filming this video a bunch of times and I just haven't been successful with making a video I'm happy with. So hopefully y'all are seeing this one because that will mean that I have successfully completed this video. If you haven't seen the other videos on my channel about this topic, last year I started a series, first on TikTok and then I brought it over to YouTube because obviously there's all that stuff about going on about TikTok, and it's about showing off the interesting things I find at my grandparents' house, like trinkets and paper and other stuff. I'm a big trinket collector and I also have some crafty type projects that I want to do with some of this stuff, so that's why I'm showing it on my channel. I also have some thrift finds from last year that I've been meaning to show off, so that will be later in this video, but let's get started. I found this devil ears headband and I was wearing it around my grandparents' house while I was cleaning, so it came home with me. A tripod. It's like really heavy metal tripod, so I thought it would be good to have if I like wanna, go vlogging somewhere or something, I guess, because I think you can just kind of plunk it down and it'll be pretty sturdy. Right on top I have this Precious Moments in Miniature needlepoint like pattern catalog. I've said it before in other videos, but I started collecting Precious Moments stuff mostly from like thrift stores or like flea markets, stuff like that. I don't buy it new, but so it's always interesting for me to find Precious Moments stuff at my grandmother's house, and it has the cross stitch like patterns, and then this is like what they'd look like if they were done, and then there's also some patterns to like display them, like this is a tree skirt. Anyway, I thought this was really interesting and really cute. So another thing I want to bring up is I've been thinking about doing a junk journal, like scrapbook, ephemera journal, something like that, with this kind of stuff, like the stuff I specifically find at my grandparents' house, and I guess maybe if I found some like vintage looking stuff thrifting or something, I could always add that too. But I do have 2 junk journal scrapbook kind of projects going right now, and I didn't know if that would be like excessive. So let me know down below if you think like a vintage ephemera journal would be interesting. Okay, so in my other video where I shared, I think it was the video where I re-uploaded the original TikToks to start the series, I shared a Sesame Street gift set, and it was kind of one of those things that I was kind of blown, like it blew my mind, because it was missing the Big Bird, but my like baby nickname was Oscar the Grouch. Like, I was in the NICU and that's what they called me, so it was kind of baffling to me to find a Oscar the Grouch like toy, and for some reason they'd removed Big Bird, but I think this is the Big Bird, so I'll have to find that gift set and put them back together. Alright, so this was a bag of playing cards that I brought back. So this is a game called Pit. I think I have the instructions somewhere, but I don't know where they are. And they have like different resources. They have like different resources on the cards. So I don't know how to play it, but I'm guessing you have to like collect resources, or like, well, I don't know. And then there was a bunch of charade cards. They're like little mini charade cards. This is what they look like on the back. I have this Lily of the Valley like sun catcher, paper sun catcher. And then some of these like wildlife cards. And they have like flowers or birds, and then the information on the back. And then I have some random like junk playing cards, a vintage Uno card, this is a Trivia Pursuit card, another Uno card, and then these are all Joker cards. With like interesting designs on them, and then they all have like little jokers on the back. I like the clown. And then there's some other paper ephemera. There's some stickers, a music playbook. This folds out and it has like little whatever that is, chart, musical notes, sticker, some little tags, so next I have a little box full of toys, and like this is all stuff from the kids room, which was my dad's and his siblings' childhood room, and then it became me and my brother's room, and like now just wherever, we just call it the kids room basically. We got some crayons. These are Crayola, and there's some interesting, there's a Whitman crayon, fabric crayon, there's a Golden Books crayon in here, I think. Yeah, like little Golden Books. There's some game pieces in here. Looks like a plastic like food container, like fake food toy container. Oh, here's the card game instructions. So it looks like you have to get 500 points by collecting those different like materials, like food materials. A Robin Boy Wonder playing card set. So there's a whole bunch of different like characters as the faces. That's interesting. It's only 1 through 10. It doesn't have like aces or kings or queens. Anyway, but interestingly, there is the Superman logo on the back of them. Next, I have another little box of stuff I found. Alright, first we have some wooden balls. So when I went back to look at some stuff before I filmed this video, I thought there were only 6 of these balls, but I happened to like look around it in the bag some more, and I found 7, which is a really funny coincidence because I really love Dragon Ball. So I think I'm going to paint these as Dragon Balls. I think they should be the right size to be the Namekian Dragon Balls for my figure arts. So that is like a really funny like coincidence. I think it was like destiny. And then I found, this was not from this last trip that I took, but I was cleaning some other stuff that I had brought back another time, and I found this jar, and it's clearly like a pin cushion or something, but I'm going to take that off. There's a really cute fruit design, which is kind of fitting for Dragon Ball. I know the Saiyans are vegetables, but and let's see if they fit in this jar. That's so cute. They'll be even cuter when they are painted to look like Dragon Balls. That's interesting. So this is a postcard of kind of near my, I assume it's from near my grandparents' house, but these are all towns or cities from where they live, and this is a kind of a famous sign. Alright, so this is definitely mine. It was definitely mine, because I remember it. So yeah, there was something Oscar the Grouch. And it has this like turning thing that got pushed in. And like you turn it to each page, on each page, or something like that. It's kind of broken. Alright, and that is it for the portion of stuff from my grandparents from when I went before Christmas. So yeah, I hope that was interesting. I will probably cut in a portion of me showing off stuff that I thrifted. I will talk about that more in the next clip. Alright, so first off, while I was visiting my grandmother and family in October, it was my cousin's birthday, and so we went away from their house for the weekend. We just like went to a city that's like a couple hours away, and we happened to stop at a random Goodwill for some reason, and I was just walking around, and I like kind of look over to the toy section, because that's usually where I go when we go to like thrift stores. I want to look at toys. So and I just happened to see this pink poodle webkin peeking out at me. So I used to collect webkins, and I had probably 30. I collected them for many years, and I got rid of them at some point. I don't remember exactly why, but I just got rid of them. I was too old to have stuffed animals, blah blah blah. I was a teenager probably, and there are ones in that collection that I remember specifically that I wish I hadn't gotten rid of. And this is the first webkin I ever I was gifted it by a family friend. So this was my first webkin, so I'm very happy to replace her, and it was kind of like a special moment for me. Like, it was kind of like really weird coincidence that I happened to find her. But another one from my collection that I really remember loving was the Googles, and I happened to find a Google. This is the regular white Google, I guess, from because there were several editions or whatever, but I found this at a thrift store near my grandparents' house, so it was kind of like a another special thing that I was like, oh my god, it's the Google. So I would say these are two of the important webkins to me that I have now replaced. Next is I have a couple Precious Moments things. My grandmother actually surprised me with a whole box of Precious Moments things, but these are things that I found while we were thrifting. I have this, it is a ceramic like necklace. It's made out of the same thing, I assume made out of the same thing that the statues are made out of. And it just has a little ribbon. This is a brooch. And lastly, I have this is a little like photo book. It's clearly been used, but that's okay, because it's, you know, still got what, 10 pages or something, and it was pretty cheap, so it's yeah. I do have a clip to cut in of more Precious Moments stuff, but alright, so I didn't feel like taking them down, so that is why I'm inserting this clip. But these are, well, I already had this one and I already had that one. I bought that one a while ago. I think that was my second Precious Moments doll, and this is one I found at my grandparents' house. But I found this. This is a Precious Moments baby. She's a little bride. She needs some cleaning, but I just haven't gotten around to it. And then I found this one at the same time. I've never seen a person of color Precious Moments. I am under the impression that they are kind of rare, and that might just be with the sculptures, because the sculptures aren't unglazed. ceramic bisque or something, and so they have more pale colors. But I really want to customize her. I really want to give her some better hair, like more defined curls and stuff. Yeah. And then I found this girl at one of the thrift stores too, and I just loved her. She's like a little princess, and you know, I'm really into like Ren Fair and like fantasy stuff, so she had to come home with me. Lastly, I have this Kewpie. I have some little mini Kewpies, but I don't have any Kewpies, and I found him at the antique mall, and he was pretty decently priced, I feel like. And I feel like he just fits in real good with my little precious moments. They're so cute. Anyway, back to my other clip. Next, we also have a bag of toys. Some of these are from thrift stores. Some of these are from, we went to the antique store in when I was visiting my family. There was a whole booth that I could have spent hours in, but I picked out a couple things from that booth. Yeah. Oh, and I was gonna say something. Oh, I also found Precious Moments ornaments at one of the antique stores near my grandparents' house, but they are packed away with our Christmas stuff. So, first we have some LOL dolls. These are from the flea market near my grandparents' house, I think. But yeah, I want to do some customizing with LOL dolls, and so it's one of the things that I've been trying to find at thrift stores because they're way cheaper usually. I have two Santa little people, and this is Randy from Christmas Vacation. They were in a bag of stuff. Sometimes I'll buy little bags of toys if I want specific ones, and then I'll usually redonate the stuff I don't care about. And I gave some of the toys from that bag to my aunt, who's a teacher. She's a school counselor, actually. So I think she took those into school with her. But these were in a bag of other stuff that I wanted, so that's why they're home with me. We have a couple more LOL dolls. Some McDonald's Squishmallows. I got these for like 25 cents at the thrift store near my grandparents' house. I have the axolotl already. I have a couple of the McDonald's ones, but I grabbed these because I didn't know if I didn't have them. And I have the axolotl, but I didn't have the little leopard. A little Care Bear. I also got this for 25 cents. These are the things that I wanted out of that bag of stuff with the Santas. They are pocket pops, I think. So we have the Punisher, we have Black Widow, we have Thanos, and we have Loki. I am a big collector of little toys. We have Pegasus from Hercules, and a Mimikyu. A little Cabbage Patch Kid. So I already had this one, but I stuck it in the bag to show off because I found these little troll dolls at that booth in the antique mall that I went to, and this one matches the big one that I already had, and then I have a little tiny one, and then these are just I think I threw these in the bag while I was cleaning or something. These are just some little bits and bobs that I already had. Anyway, so that is the stuff from thrifting in the past like couple months from when I was visiting different sides of the family, blah blah blah. Alright, so it was, as I'm filming this video, it was recently my birthday, and my birthday was in the middle of the week, but during the weekend my parents were like, do you want to go somewhere? And I was like, I don't know, because going to any like big shopping places is about an hour away, and I wasn't super enthralled by that idea, but I decided I really did want to go. So we went out to lunch, and I asked to go to Bull Moose, which, if you don't know, it's like a secondhand, I think they do mostly like movies, music, blah blah blah, trading cards, stuff like that. Like, they do a lot of secondhand stuff, but they also you can also buy new stuff, and I usually go to look at like the secondhand toys. Obviously, I go pretty much anywhere to look at the secondhand toys if I can, and I found a couple things. First is, I think this was originally a clip because it has like a little tuft and it looks like it was cut off, but I'll have to show a video of it. I have the big version. I think this is an original clip because I have the big version of like the first series of Squishmallows they ever put out. That's like the 30-inch ones, and I have this one in the big one, and it's actually in my end screen. Like, I drew my little character, and behind her is the big Hoot Squishmallow. So that was fun to find. A little fairy. I thought it would be interesting to try and do like a repaint. Like, it's obviously too big to be like a Dungeons and Dragons mini, but it could be like a big mini, if that makes sense. And then I found this is a Funko, it's a Funko Pop technically, I guess, of UA from My Hero Academia, and I have a couple Funko My Hero Academia Funkos. So this comes in a 2-pack with Enazuku, but I didn't care to buy it new, so I found this and I was like, oh, that's cool because it will look cool with my Hero Academia stuff. Now, if only they'd make the Biddy Pops of the My Hero Academia characters, because then they could be like size accurate. And then I think this is the last thing. Alright, lastly, I found another LOL doll. This is a boy. I bought him because he was cute. I don't know if I'll customize him, but yeah, he's really cute. So anyway, that is probably really boring, but this is, I felt like showing it off. I'm sure you'll see some of this stuff again in other videos. Hi guys. So it's been a while since I filmed the first portion of this video. I'll have to go back and put dates in on the footage now that I think about it, but I had been meaning to post it for a while, but I ended up going back to my grandparents' house for Valentine's Day weekend, and I only ended up being able to do one day of cleaning, like about 5 hours of cleaning there. The main room I'm working on is it's like a room connected to, it's probably like a walk-in closet or something connected to my grandparents' room. So yeah, I was only able to do like 5 hours of cleaning one day, which I got a lot done, but it didn't seem like it in the end. My grandmother has Alzheimer's, and she's at the point where she gets very agitated about things being moved around, and she thinks people are stealing her stuff or like messing with her stuff, which I guess is technically true. I am taking stuff from her house, but my grandfather has given me permission to do this, and he's very grateful that I'm helping him, which I appreciate, because he's very worried about having to clean out this house, their house that they live at, in the future. So that's part of what I'm doing, is I'm trying to help them organize, and we will eventually work on like either selling some stuff or like donating it and stuff like that. But anyway, I did fill up a full 50-gallon tote of art supply stuff that I want to take custody of, but we don't have a lot of room in our car, so that stayed there for a later date. But I do have a tiny haul. I do apologize that this video is stupidly long, but if people get bored, then they will stop watching. So first off, I found 3 Precious Moments calendars. I said it in other videos about this topic. I've said it earlier in this video. I collect Precious Moments stuff, and it's very weird to be collecting it and then now be finding it in one of my relatives' house. I do know that I have a relative, I think she's my great aunt. My grandmother has 7 brothers. One of them is deceased, but I think all but one of them has been married. And so I have like 5 great aunts. But I know that one of my great aunts collects Precious Moments, so that's kind of funny to me. I'm not very close with any of my great aunts or great uncles, but okay, so first we have the Precious Moments 1986. This one's 1984, and this is 93. This one's a tall one, and then these two are different orientations, but they're about the same size, I think. Yeah, they're the same size, just one is landscape and one is portrait. But I'll show you a couple pictures from them. Obviously I won't be using these as calendars, but I do the like pictures and stuff are really cute. How about I'll show you January for each. You know what? I'll show you February for each of these because it is February. I was gonna say January because January is my birthday, but this one I think is all based off of, no. This one might be my favorite. This is January. Look how cute she is. And then that's February. This one is cute because it has like flowers, but, and this one has like, I don't know if they're embossed, but it's like different texture right there, see, on the, so I won't be using these as calendars, but I will probably use them as like junk journal stuff. I'm still debating on if I want to do a junk journal with stuff that I find at my grandparents' house. So, okay. And then I have a plastic baggie, a color wheel, still in the packaging. I believe it's, I don't know. There's a color wheel, an embroidery hoop. I found tons of embroidery hoops around my grandmother's house. It seems like she did a lot of, what's it called? Like needlepoint, but, so not like cross stitch, but needlepoint with like so it's more like a rug, I guess. I found this journal. It's a little square journal. Some of the pages have been used, but it's kind of like a scrapbook. It has perforated pages, but she was using them as like the back of the pages as like a sketchbook, I guess. But that's okay. I can use this. And then last out of my plastic baggie are these are some Grandparent soft pastels. These are apparently really sought after, but I do doll stuff, which you would know if you watch my channel, probably. Yeah, I do doll stuff, and it is always good to find soft pastels. I have like cheapy ass ones from like Amazon and craft stores and stuff, but these seem like they're really nice, and I think I should be able to use them for doll stuff. But apparently Prismacolor, these are like the original Prismacolor. Okay, and lastly I have, so this is a bag. This is a Hello Kitty bag. I bought it from Target, from like the dollar spot, but I took it with me because I always find little trinkets and stuff, and I don't want to lose them. So first we have this little cross stitch frame kit. A custom Reagan Bush 84 button. I don't know who made that. Probably my dad, honestly. And then this is I'm covering up the name of the town, but this is a field day button from one of my, either my dad or my siblings. I'm assuming it's probably my dad. Some little frog stickies. I don't know if those actually focused. A little teddy bear ornament. Some wooden craft stars. 2 packs of them. I don't know how old they are, but yeah. A little like felt ribbon. I think this is probably for like buttons or something. That's probably what I will use it for. And then I don't know why I brought this home. This is like an insert for like something. So, but that's it. I found a lot more stuff. Alright, so that was it. That was my little haul from my grandparents' house from Valentine's Day. I will now try and get this video edited and uploaded within this week, hopefully. It's gonna be a very long video. I'm so sorry. I hope it's interesting if you watched any of it, but especially if you watched all the way to now. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Hopefully it will be more of my usual content. This is a little bit different than my usual content, but anyway, bye.